Alright guys, last video of the day. Just want to talk about cheap dopamine hits. Here I am out in the field. It's pouring down with rain. But I've got to admit, I do actually enjoy walking in the rain. I like thunder and lightning as well. I think that's must be my Viking blood somewhere. Although my DNA says 2% Denmark, but I am predominantly Scottish Irish, so there's got to be a lot of Viking in there somewhere for the love of storms and seas and stuff that I have. But anyway, we're surrounded by cheap dopamine hits, and a lot of guys don't recognize it. Now, it could be that you buy tat all the time, you know, buying lots of gadgets, lots of add-on things and stuff that you shove in a drawer and never use once you bought it. Or it could be that you spend all evening watching porn and things like that. Or it could be you substitute crap work with alcohol at night, or buying takeaways rather than cook. But none of these things are good for us. And often good things are hard to do. You know, going to the gym's hard work. I've got to admit, for me, I can never get near the weights at my gym. So, did I give up? Nah, I bought weights. I've got weights in the house instead. In the house here in Northampton and in the house in Spain. I'm actually trying to get bigger space so I can actually get a multi-gym in the house in Spain. But the point being is, the easy stuff will always be easy, and they're making it easier for you. This is why cash is no longer king. In fact, they're trying to wipe it off the face of the earth. See, when I was younger, when I used to get a pay packet, I used to open it up and I go, that's the car insurance, that's the electric, that's the water, and I break all my costs down, and the bit that's left was what I could spend. And if I didn't have anything to spend, I didn't spend it. These days though, everyone wants to give you credit and get you on that hook for life. We don't want to be in that hook. We don't want to be near it. We want them borrowing from us. We want to be in investment funds where everyone else is putting their money in and paying us interest because they borrowed our money. Because that's the reality. The majority of people get in this loop where they'll get the new car. Oh, that new car smell. Great for 3 months, 12 months. But the debt will linger on for 5 years. But then you can get another new car and do it all over again. We don't want to be those people. We want to sacrifice things for what it really is. It's time. If you do everything is time, it becomes more realistic. What do we mean? Well, if you order a curry, you go, all right, well, that's 3 hours of my time that I had to do this week to pay for it. It's a bit more transferable. Buying a new car, it's going to take you 5 years to pay it off. How much is that in your time? Because obviously it's not really 5 years, it might be 10 hours a month or something. But it's still a lot of time, isn't it? So we aren't rid of all these cheap things so that we can get the better things. It's a bit like in China. You know, people say the Chinese make crap stuff. The rich Chinese don't buy crap stuff. If you know any Chinese people in the UK, they normally drive a Mercedes or something else. They do not buy a Chinese car. And that's the reality of it. A lot of the stuff we have around us is an illusion of wealth. It's false. Our prosperity and wealth comes from being disciplined and sorting our own crap out. And no, I'm not selling you a course for $1.99 or anything else. I'm just saying the way forward is actually to manage your own money. And manage your own life, become disciplined. See, I know I love good food, and that's why when I go home to Spain, I put on weight. But it's like, when I got in this week, the first thing I did was went on the scales, took a photo of my weight. I know I've gained weight. But I also included a kilo of muscle because I've been working out as well a lot. But But I look at that and go, right, I've got to lose weight this week. Oh look, somebody needs to learn to do line markings. That's terrible. But the key to it though is you've got to see where the problem is and do something about it. If you like takeaways, here's a good one for takeaways, but you're good at cooking but don't want to cook every night. Make your own stuff. Get yourself some Tupperware boxes or other equivalents, and then you can break it up and put them in your freezer. So you can get them as and when you want. Because most of the problems we have is stuff we make excuses for rather than deal with. Like today, I had to do my 10,000 steps. As you can see, I did them. Even in the rain, I'm out here like an idiot. But I've still got my exercises to do tonight. Still got a bit of work to do. But it's all about discipline. And it's the same as if you're going to have that curry or have, I don't know, a couple of bottles of wine or whatever. Is it because you actually want it? Or is it because something else is bothering you? And if it's something that's bothering you, you know what you need to do. Not have the wine. You need to focus on the problem. So all I can recommend, guys, is you really need to look at how to make the changes. If you don't do it, nothing will ever change. Now, I speak from somebody who's been in some of these positions before, where, you know, I've had financial problems a long time ago, and that's why I'm so thrifty. It doesn't mean I'm stupidly tight with cash. Same as not everything always goes right for me, but it's a bit like tomorrow I've got my DJI Neo coming in. That's a little bit of a reward. Because I'm going to be in London next week, which means any money I make on my fuel will be basically paying for the drones, so it hasn't actually cost me nothing. Advantages of mileage for work. Not that I like driving into London, I'll tell you. But life is what you make it. Burying your head in the sand will not fix nothing. You've got to take everything head on. And if you've got bad habits, write them down. Have a think about them. And when you're going to do something, like say for example, go on, I don't know, Pornhub for 2 hours. Before you do, think about why you're on there. Because to be perfectly honest, it ain't doing you any favours. The dopamine on that, not good stuff. You're better off going out on a date. You're better off even going to the pub for a couple of pints and actually meeting some people. Better off going to the gym. There's many things you can do that aren't expensive but can give you a little bit of a boost. Because I find, I've got to admit, working out for the last month on the weights, my weight lift's gone up. Like I say, I've put on an extra kilo of muscle, but at the same time I can feel all my chest is tight, I can feel my arms are tight, I can feel the positive difference. And that's sometimes sat watching TV, lifting weights while I'm sat watching TV. Sometimes I go up in the office on the treadmill. But like, as you can see, it's about keeping motivated. Here I am, out in the rain, going for a walk. And once you start getting that positive dopamine of exercise and things like that, that's the stuff you want, that's the good stuff. Because that motivates you to do it even more. But it all starts with today. You've got to make some positive changes and dump the crap. If you're drinking too much, stop drinking. And even myself, I'm dropping my alcohol intake down. I'll never say I'm going to give up alcohol, because quite simply, I do enjoy a good brandy, for example, in the same way as a good bottle of wine. But I'm definitely going to start bringing it down to virtually nothing. Because the other thing is, you drink less of it, you savour the taste more. So the hit's even bigger on the old dopamine, sorry. You agree with me, disagree with me? Please feel free to leave comments. Thanks for watching.